Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain has always been a very controversial novel, specifically for the use of the N-word. A lot of supporters believe that the N-word is important in representing the era and relationships in the novel, but a lot of people who want it omitted believe that it's too controversial and offensive to be taught in classrooms. Although I can see both sides of the situation, I do believe that the N-word should be omitted from the text. Because I have always been taught that is a very cruel slur that should never be used under any circumstances. And like that, so when it's used in a song or a novel or a conversation, it does make me feel very uncomfortable. And I personally believe that the element of comfort in schools allows people to enjoy learning more because it allows them to focus on retaining the information completely by eliminating any unnecessary distractions, which can be caused by like discomfort and just being very uncomfortable. So I think that the N-word should be eliminated in order to keep comfort and stability in classrooms for students. Although that is my opinion, some people do believe that students should be pushed outside of their comfort zone in order to learn, and I can absolutely see the truth in that. But from my personal experiences as a student, I do believe that comfort helps teach students and helps them reach their full potential. Many people also argue that the absence of the N-word will change the book and its meaning. I disagree because I believe that everyone who's able to understand Huckleberry Finn already knows that the N-word was being used towards African Americans and slaves, and they already know the meaning behind it and how awful the word is. So no secrets behind the N-word and like the N-word in general are being revealed in the novel. Like it's already a known fact. I also disagree with people who say the N-word is used to show how bad the relationships between white Americans and slaves were at this time. I mean, it does show how bad the relationships were, but every American is already taught from a young age the history of slavery and how the slaves weren't being treated well by treated well by the Americans. So it's no secret, the relationships, and also if the word were to be taken out and replaced, the relationships and the treatment wouldn't change. It would just not have the word. It wouldn't be showing false relationships where like they're all happy and love each other. And it also is important to note that the N-word is being replaced with the word slave, which is not a loving term. It still has its own negative connotation. And I think the word slave has enough history and negativity behind it to give off a similar effect as the N-word without making people feel so offended and uncomfortable while reading Huckleberry Finn.